Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden. I love making everything that has to do with junk journals. If this is something you enjoy too, please subscribe. Oh, and speaking of subscribers, when I reach 500 subscribers, I'm going to have a giveaway. I am going to give away this adorable journal that I have been working on. And a shout out to Joyce, SG, Kelly, Stacy, and Denise. I appreciate each and every one of you. And, excuse me, one of my subscribers suggested that I raise up my camera a little bit and let y'all see more of my table. So I did that. I hope you like this new point of view. So let me know in the comments if you like this new setup. So today we're going to do something that other people have done. This is nothing new under the sun. But this is the way I make them, and this is what I do with them, which to me is really really important because, okay, so I made these things. Now what do I do with them? I could just glue them on a page, but we could do something else with them. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you what I do with them. So I started, I really like them to be a creamy color. And I found that the older the paper, not super old that when you touch it, it just crumbles, but an older type, excuse me, an older type of paper will allow you to form it a little more. It's a little more forgiving. And I have some of these adorable little stamps, punch outs, that's what they are, little punch outs, these little fellas. And what I do is I take a couple of sheets of my book page. Actually, is this two? No, this is just one. Let's see, I got something here. This one's pretty foldy. Here we are. This is just a full sheet, just like this. I just fold it over. I'm going to use this part here. And I just take my little punch, turn it this way so y'all can see, and I just put it in there, and I just punch. Hands aren't strong enough to just punch it with that one hand. After I finish punching them out, you get this that's left. And you know what? We're going to do something with these too, because these are adorable, aren't they? Okay, but that's not what we're going to do today. Today we're working on these adorable flowers. So punch yourself out the punches that you have, these little flowers, big, little. Now I did some with the book pages. Personally, I don't care for them as much, but you may love them. I did some big ones like that. I do like the ones that have just like a little tiny bit of print on them instead of ones that are completely covered in print. That's my preference. But like I said, everyone's different, and that's what makes everything so cool, is because everything's different. Nobody's the same. We don't come out of cookie cutters. That's what my mother-in-law used to say. She used to say, when I had my second child, she says, now Cathy, children don't come out of cookie cutters. And I thought, oh, that is like perfect analogy right there. All right, so you get your punches and you punch them all out. And so we're going to start with a bigger one. And I found that, you know those padded envelopes? Well, I took a padded envelope and I put it right here. And this little tool you can buy in the sewing department at Hobby Lobby for just a couple dollars. You don't have to buy a whole big old packet of all kinds of stuff that they sell you. This is at Hobby Lobby for just a couple dollars in the sewing section, over where like the safety pins are, over in that section. Okay. So we're just going to go circle, circle, circle on these bigger petals. Just a little bit. Not hard, because if you go hard, you're going to go through the paper. But this mat is basically what it is. You don't have to buy that special mat. This mat will enable you, able it to be a little more forgiving. All right, so you do that. Then on these, I found the best way to do these is to just take it and run it softly and make like a little indentation at the end. But run it down the actual petal, because it will make it look more like a real petal, because that's kind of how real petals are. It's not right at the end. And do you see how it's turning it up just a little bit? Can you see? Yes, you can see that it's coming off the paper. Just a tiny bit there. Oh, I haven't even turned on my lights yet, guys. Let me just turn this on real quick, see if this helps, if we like it better. Do we like that better? Okay, let's see. Do we like this one better? Y'all need to tell me what you like, because I want to make it like real special for you guys when you're watching. Okay, so let me scoot up here. Scoochy, scoochy. All right, so now we're going to do a, do one of these shapes. And here again, I just go a little bit around. I even tried it without doing this and putting them together and then doing it afterwards, but I think they look a little better if you do it. You don't have to do a lot, just a little bit. It also kind of roughs up the paper a bit, and it makes it, I think the word is, a little softer. All right, so separate this out a little bit. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Okay, now you've got the idea. Y'all get it. Okay, you just need to see it a couple times to get it. So now, how I put it together is I took a safety pin, what's this thing? A paper clip. I took a paper clip and I undid it, and I just made myself a little handle on the end. And the reason why this works better than, say, a pin is because a pin has this pointed end and the glue doesn't really stick on the very end, and that's what you want. And so this is a flatter end, and I find that the glue sticks on there a little better. So I took my white school glue, Elmer's glue, something like that, and I added water to it. So it's a little runnier, as you can see. It's not completely, it's not like water, but it's a little runnier. And I just stick this in, and it makes a little glue on the end. And I start with my big one, and I just tap a little bit of glue on there, and then I do my next flower, and see, it helps you pick it up. And I put that down, get a little bit more glue, put it on the middle, get another one. Actually, I don't want that one. I want this one. Let's do this next. Put a little glue on there, pick it up, and put it in. So this tool really, really helps you, because I get all fumbled fingers and sticky, and then I get annoyed, and so it helps me a great deal, and maybe it will help you. So now you're going to need something for the center. So these are little flat pearls, and these are flat like diamonds. We can pretend they're diamonds, right? I don't care a thing about diamonds. Okay, so lift this off. Like, I use a pin to lift it off, because once again, my fingers get in the way if I don't. And I just lay it right on the center. So it's just like that. So it's pretty doggone flat. It's not sticking out. It has a little bit of shape to it, but not a great deal. Okay, so then we're going to move on, because you've got the idea of how to make them. I'm trying not to make super long videos, and we're going to move on to what do you do with them, Cathy? Okay, you glue them on a page. Yeah, well, that's pretty simple. Let's take a little bit of black lace. Remember that lace I told y'all about? And it was at Joann's, and it was this super cool lace that the guy that cut it didn't even know they had it. And you get you get 3 layers of lace all sewn together in one. So you get 3 yards for 1 yard. You pay for 1 yard, you're going to get up 3, 2, 3, okay, with different sizes. So I took the bigger size and I just cut this shape out of this. That's what I did. So it's that shape. So stick this quickly back in here. Then I made a couple other ones. Look, this is the one with words on it. So I take it and I get a hard. This is hard. It's harder than cardstock. Okay. And I get my bigger punch, which is this outside petal. This outside petal, the first petal we put down was this punch. So I'm going to punch one of these out. Well, like I said, my fingers, whoop, and it flew down on the floor. So let me do it this way and then it won't fall on the floor. My hands aren't that strong, guys, so I have to turn it, whoop, and then I just did it wrong. See, look, oh, that's not going to work. So there, finally, I got one that I can get to. Here we are. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our tackier glue. This actually happens to be Fabric Fusion. And you're just going to lay a little bit down, even on the petals. All the way around. Whoa, don't turn it upside down. Okay, like that. I'm going to stick this in my lap. I found that if I don't turn it the other way, keep it upside down with the lid on, it helps get the glue always stays down to the tip. That's what I'm trying to say. So what we're doing is we're mounting it. We're mounting this flower that we made onto the back. So it's firmer. Now we're going to take our punch, and it's this little punch right here. I'm sure some people have crocodiles, and I know that you have a little punch on your crocodile. I don't have a crocodile. They're so big I can't manage it because my hands are small. I got to empty this out here real quick. My hands are small, and I don't have the strength in my hands to really do a crocodile. So we're going to stick this in here, and we're going to make a punch. Can you see that it's on a petal? I've got it on a petal, and I'm just going to make a punch. So the punch is right like that, just like that. There you go. Now you can see that. Okay. Now I'm going to take it and put it right at the top, and I'm going to get myself the bulb safety pins. Once again, go to Hobby Lobby. Go to the same aisle that has this, and that's the aisle that has the safety pins in the sewing department. You can buy a box of these for a few dollars. You can buy this for a few dollars, and it's great. And it's local. You don't have to pay shipping or any of that stuff, or wait till it gets here, or any of that. Just, it'll be there. So you put that right on. And voila, guys, look how adorable this is. Simply precious. It wiggles, it turns. You could hang it on something else that's in your journal. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think that is beautiful. Okay, I've got some other ideas. Here it is in white with the cream. That's beautiful as well, with a little diamond in the middle. This one has a little pearl in the middle. I just love them. Same lace, just different color. Okay, so now what else did I do? Let's see. I went back to my cardstock right here, and I cut myself a piece that was about, 1, 2, a little shy of an inch. I'm terrible with measuring. A little shy of an inch. Whatever the heck that is. So you're going to cut that out. And I didn't do too bad. Then you're going to get yourself some kind of netting. This netting happens to have a design on it. Okay? And we're just going to cut a little strip of that, approximately the same width or a little bigger so you can trim it. I'm going to cut us a piece of this. Now, we're going to cut it about, what the hell was that? About 1.5 inches. It's about 1 inch and, oh, you can't even see. It's about 1.5 inches right there. We're going to cut that. Come here, little one. Okay, so now we've got this. Now we're going to put some more of this fabric tap, fabric fusion, something that will glue your fabric down on your cardstock. Or actually, it's harder than cardstock. Don't even know what to call it. And we're flying. Okay, there we are. Now, we're going to fold this in half so it's a double layer. And approximately, we're going to try to cover this with 2 layers. Just like this. Got that covered with 2 layers. Now we're going to trim it. And usually it's best to wait till it dries, but like I said, we're just moving right along with this video. Okay. There we are, just like that. Now we're going to take it from one corner and we're going to cut it into the middle. Just into the middle, just like that. And from this corner, we're going to meet that tip of that point right there. And we're going to make, what is that shape called? I'm not sure. We're making this. Whatever y'all call this. I don't know what we call it. A flag? A banner? Okay, maybe that's what we call it, a banner. Now, we're going to take our littler flower that we made, because you make these flowers all different sizes that you want, and we're going to glue that right on to this banner. Actually, I think we could make this banner a little longer, but it's all good, whatever size. Everything comes in different sizes. Oh, you guys, it's glue. Okay, so now we're going to take this and we're going to stick this, actually, before we do that, we got to make a hole, otherwise we're not going to get it in there. Need to put a hole in there. Now we're going to put our flower on it. Just like that. Then, yes, you've guessed it, we're going to use another one of our little pins. I'm going to open her up. Come here. We're going to stick it in. And voila. Isn't that adorable? I have a few more I can show you that I made. Here, let me just put this on this paper here. It shows up so much better. Here we go. There you go. You guys, I have had great fun once again. And I so enjoy being here with you. So, until next time, bye now.